and the kind young percussionists to look up to. On Wednesday evening, Tlale Makhene brought the house down at the Orbit in Braamfontein, where he played with his band. The man who's always on the road, or on stage, we should say, is our main guest this morning. Tell us more. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning.
How was that? How was Wednesday night at the Orbit?
Wednesday night was exhilarating.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was a prayer.
Yeah. Was it a prayer session?
It was a prayer session, a home cell at the Orbit. Yeah.
When were you aware that you can play the percussion so well and that it works so well with other instruments?
I guess because of me being with the drum since 4 years old, and by the time I was at school, I was doing drum majorettes and all that stuff. And that's when I started to make, putting together rhythms and all that stuff. But then professionally, my advantage was playing for dancers as early as 93 for about 5 years. And with that, because the dance is the most beautiful thing and the most important thing to play for. Yeah. And if you can make people dance, then instruments are easy to bring together, and the sounds as well. For me, I'm a fan of the sounds than a certain melody or anything. But if the sound is great, for me, that's the one.
Now, you're the son of an actor who brought that influence of music in your life.
Yeah. Basically, Tlale Makhene at home with my mom. They've always played actually jazz music, from jazz to soul, reggae, and I grew up from that. Then when we went to Swaziland for schooling, staying with my grandmother, traditional music was there, and the radio, Zulu was there as well, and everything came up. So what I am now is because of Swaziland and everything that I grew up with.
Now, you've played with so many other musicians. Yeah. Who would you say is on the same page with you musically?
That's very...
Don't make enemies now.
I'm not looking forward to that. I think as a percussionist, one of the advantages of being a percussionist is that I get to play different kinds of music. And each style for me, I honor it. And as long as the theme is respected. For me as a percussionist, other people, they say I'm the man in the kitchen. Yeah. So I'm the man with the spices, somehow they say I'm the engine and all that stuff. Being all of those things, I have to make sure that each genre is represented. So any good musician that I play with, as long as the heart is good and clean and we connect, that's the best thing for me.
We talk about technology now and how technology makes our life easier or it makes it worse, depending on the way you look at it. Yeah. How has it affected you musically?
Basically, I remember when I started doing sessions, studio sessions, we're using the reel-to-reel, and you could not copy and paste things, and you had to play a song from the onset till the end. You mess up somewhere in the middle, you start from the beginning. So now with technology, especially in the studio, things now have moved. Now for live, especially for me, I love sounds, and I get to explore with samples that I go to the rural places at home in Swaziland, I get the birds and all that stuff, and I come back, we sample those things, those sounds, and it's beautiful. And technology, again, makes it possible and quick. Yeah. And in the band, we've got Sakile, who's a technology junkie, and he's always there coming with new things. And making me shine.
Okay, so where can we catch you next?
Basically, people will know when I'm going to be performing because I'm going to on Facebook and everywhere.
So what's your Facebook page?
Tlale Makhene.
Okay, and on Twitter as well?
On Twitter, Tlale Groove.
Okay, cool. All right, Tlale Makhene, thank you so much for talking to us. Tlale Makhene is a percussionist who works with almost every jazz musician. I think he needs to get an SABC access card. That's how often this man is here. Who works with almost every jazz musician you can think of. The Summer Award-winning recording artist, teacher, session musician, director and performer is with us until 9 o'clock.